iPhone 8. Apple, take my money. So I showed you the iPhone 8 accessories. Let's get this guy out of here. And there we have the case. As you can see, that looks really awesome. You want to take it like this. Oh my gosh. Just take a look at this beauty. But how about something real? So today guys, in this video I'm so excited to finally show it to you, the real iPhone 8 model and how it's gonna look like in reality. So guys, keep in mind that some of the elements that are smaller were not considered during the creation of this model, so unfortunately it's not one-to-one, but it pretty much mimics the real iPhone. It's how it's gonna look like in the future. So guys, before we start, before I'm gonna show you the real model, I just wanted to ask you guys for help. If we will hit more than 100 likes on this video, of course that would be so much appreciated, but also I will try to make a second version of this model to make it much better in detail. So guys, let's go ahead and get started and let's take a look at this model. Alright, so ready? This is the iPhone 8 guys, so it really looks incredible. Just take a look at this screen real estate, how big the screen really is. So I actually had to, model this little wallpaper in order to fit into this glass from the iPhone 8, so it really looks stunning. And just see how many icons you can put on the screen. It's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. I couldn't even think, like 5 years ago that Apple would make such a phone, and it's like 99% already confirmed that this is gonna be the real iPhone 8 that we're gonna see in September. And now taking a look at the back guys, this is how it's gonna look like on the back and on the sides. As you can see, this dual camera setup right here, and it's actually really big comparing to the iPhone Plus. It's really incredible and big. So we have the Apple logo, of course. It's a little bit off-centered because this should be in here and this part of the iPhone. On the bottom, as you can see, they also modeled the speaker setup and the lightning port in here. And now I wanted to compare these two iPhones in here, the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 6. So as you know, the iPhone 6 is pretty much the same as the iPhone 7, so I think it's not a problem. So in the size-wise, as you can see, the iPhone 8 is actually bigger. So this is an unfortunate thing because all of these cases from the iPhone 8, or I mean from the iPhone 6 and the 7 and the 6S will not fit the iPhone 8. So that's a very unfortunate thing. So then in thickness-wise, as you can see, the same thing. The iPhone 8 is a little bit thicker because it pretty much packs the better internals, probably some new features like the wireless charging, so it really needs some more space on the inside. Of course, comparing the displays on these two iPhones, the iPhone 8 really looks futuristic and new. On the other side, the iPhone 6 looks really outdated because it has these really big bezels, and here, especially here on the bottom and on the top, as you can see, those bezels are enormous comparing to the iPhone 8, where it has this infinity edge display, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, iPhone 8 really looks much better on here on the front comparing to the iPhone 6. But what about the back side? So as you can see from here, these are completely different worlds. So we still don't know where those antenna bands are going to be placed on the iPhone 8, but take a look at this camera. It's enormous comparing to the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 7. Those are completely different worlds. So you can actually fit the iPhone 6 camera into the iPhone 8 camera, one of those cameras. So I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but you can really fit like this camera inside of the other one, so it's really big. So comparing these Apple logos placements, they should be pretty much the same because we actually had a mistake placing this one in here. It should be slightly to the top, somewhere in here, I think. So in the next model, hopefully this will be fixed already. And guys, one of the mistakes that we made during the creation of the iPhone mockup was to make this button, this power button, the same sizes on the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 7, which is absolutely a huge mistake because on the iPhone 8 we're gonna see a doubled in the size power button, as you see from here, from this case that I showed you guys last time. Now it's time to compare the iPhone 8 to the iPhone 7 Plus. So as you can see, those cameras are pretty much the same, but they are similar, but this camera is much bigger comparing to the iPhone 7 Plus. That's because we do have this little circle in between those cameras, and that's probably will be this little flashlight in between those cameras. Who knows, maybe this little flashlight will, kind of blur the photograph or make some defects on the photograph, so who knows. But I'm pretty sure Apple will do do their best job in order not to have those defects on the photographs. And finally, size-wise. So we actually compared this one to the iPhone 6, and as you can see, these three iPhones are in progression, so from the smaller one to the bigger one. And the iPhone Plus is actually much larger comparing to the iPhone 8. So it actually has a much bigger bezels but a smaller screen. So if I activate the screen in here, as you can see, the screen on the iPhone 8 is bigger than on the iPhone 7 Plus, but the iPhone 7 Plus is bigger than the iPhone 8. That's really crazy. So comparing this one to the iPhone 6 again, the iPhone 6 is a little bit smaller than the iPhone 8, but the iPhone 7 Plus is much bigger than the iPhone 8. So yeah, I think that should be pretty much it, guys. That was the first look of the iPhone 8 model, and this is how it's gonna look like. Of course, the model is not perfect, so I'm waiting for your likes, guys. Hopefully we'll make another model, and I will of course make it in much better detail, in much better quality, and show it to you guys. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you won't miss that video, and hopefully I will see you all on the next one. Peace out.